Good morning, everybody. Welcome to
Live today. Interesting, different.
ETFs are a superior wrapper.
Mia, you are live with us on the Power Hour. What's up?
It is time for pre-market prep at the close.
Oh, and just big shout out to you and your community.
This is incredible. It's kind of like a platform for it.
Ryan Faluna with the Benzinga Pro team.
You are listening to the Biotech Buzz.
The comment section on this show is remarkable. Like the quality of the combo. And just big shout out.
Good morning, early birds. It's a Tuesday. It's 4 a.m. No, it's not a Tuesday. Is it? I don't know. It's Wednesday. Is it? It's Wednesday. It's 4 a.m. Eastern time. And it's 10 o'clock in Amsterdam. I don't know what's going on with me, but it's a Wednesday. It sure is. So great to see you all here. Great to see you in chat already. And if you're watching this and you have nothing to do, then do one thing, hit the like. Even if you're not watching this live, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, share this with your friends, because this is something that we want to share with the whole world. We are doing this live for you. We're doing this free for you. We are doing this because we care at Benzinga. This is Benzinga Amsterdam. We are the early birds. And how is everybody doing in chat? Let me know. There we are. Good morning, Mark. Good morning, Guac. Also, nice. Good morning to you. Good morning, OP. Hope you didn't have a rough day yesterday evening here in Europe. I saw the match. Good morning, Mark. The weather right now is that it's going to be the first tropical day now in the Netherlands. And the first tropical day meant that it's above 30 degrees Celsius. I don't know what it is in Fahrenheit, 90 or something. I really don't know. So 30 degrees Celsius above that. And it's nice now. It's 10 o'clock. It's just great. We did the walk with the dog. She's okay. Not lying in a chair. Too hot for her, but she's okay. California, USA. Okay, it's always tropical in California. Good morning, Quack. Okay, I had a difficult day yesterday. I have to say, I had a difficult day yesterday. I was not at my best. I'm going to tell you that much. But I'm going to walk you through the trade that I made, and then we go to our watch list. Why don't you add to stream, please? What do you think of the logo? It's great, huh? We should have t-shirts. Add to stream. This is great, isn't it? Okay, let's talk about what happened yesterday. Ooh. So I said 1187 and 1280 were the levels that you should watch yesterday. I missed this entry. I completely missed it. So this is a perfect entry for anybody who caught this. So it went up here in the first minute. This is a minute chart that you're looking at now on Wish. Then here is double confirmation at 1187 is really support. Even it's on VWAP and it's on 1187, so it's the support that you want. So you should have gone in here. I should have gone in here. There's only 30 cents to the next level, so that's just scalping this one. But it just went over here to 1250, so you could have made a real nice trade out of it. I did not. I said I was, and then this happened. So this happened. This is a heartbeat. Doom, 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 doom. And you can trade this. Did you like my heartbeat? Doom, 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 doom. Okay. So this is. I'm sorry. I thought it was Tuesday and it's Wednesday. I'm just. I'm having a mind warp, I think. So this is the heartbeat. Boom, 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 boom. And you can trade something like this if you want to, if you have the nerve for this. So you can trade this. So really nice. So around this, but it's around VWAP all the time. So that's a little bit scary. And when it was about here, I tweeted, if you want to see what I'm doing all day long, I'm tweeting out stuff if I think that it's no, it was not a red day, Stacy. It was not a red day, Stacy. What happened is I tweeted that one in when it was just 2 minutes before the big red candle. And if you want to know what I'm doing all day long, not all day long. I'm not going to share my lunch with you and walking the dog, etc. I might one day, if you pay me very. No. I'm not going to do that. I think a lot of food is on Instagram. I'm not going to photograph my lunch for you guys. So I have my shorts on, and I really have to adjust them. So this is what I tweeted out. I tweeted this when I was watching this. So I was watching this and hoping that it would go this way because I'm long bias, of course. But instead, it just fell through here. So this is why you need levels. If it's staying between those levels, then you're just going to watch it and just watch what happens. You can put an order in here and activate it when it gets above the 1218-ish. But there are also some fake outs, and then this happened, big fall down. 1187 to 1150, 37 cents in 1 minute. 1 minute. My Twitter handle is also under this video, so if you want to check that out, what I'm doing all day long, then you should and you could. Made just this little trade here on cloth. 1440 was the level. No, 40.46 was the level, got in early, almost stopped out and just made a little trade to the upside. And then I also traded something on price action. So sometimes on the show, there are no levels, and I'm going to trade something on price action. And I did yesterday on Cleveland. So what do I mean when I say something like trading this on price action? So these are just two levels that I put in later, I think in the afternoon show. Get rid of this one. So this is trading on price action. Let's see. I will put up the 5 minutes so you can see this one on the 5 minute. So this is at 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock. So this is during the day. And then this happened. So gets down here and almost makes a double bottom, but not enough confidence for me to get in here. So gets back up. I'm not going in here. And then pulls back down again. And then this happens. Gets back up again. This is resistance one more time. And then I'm just waiting. Okay, what's going to happen now? If it's going back to this again. So if this falls down, finds a level here. We didn't establish that this was a level, but well, it turned out to be that this was a level, which can happen, of course. And then gets back up again, but does not get down again all the way to where we were here. So if something like this would happen, I would just stay off it, because then you've got another heartbeat at our hands, and you can trade a heartbeat if you want to. But you have to have some skills to do that. But it didn't get down all the way here. So now price action tells me, okay, something's happening here. So trading something on price action, comes down, finds a level here, gets up, finds a level, almost the same level here, just a little bit off, then gets back up, and then here we have what we talked about more than once on this show. Here we have, tell me, chat. Yes, tell me. You have to tell me, or I will say it. So here we are, and this is consolidation station just under this level here that we hit once now. We have confirmation this is some kind of a level, so we draw levels before market is open, but when you see something like this happening here, so get back to this level, it's almost never an exact line. So it's an area of support here, but it supports. And this is what we call intraday support. So this support is formed intraday, so during the day. And then, so gets down to that, up, gets down to that again, gets up here, and this is consolidation station. So now we're just waiting what's going to happen. This is now another intraday level, 2182. And now you can just put in your order just above that level and then trade CLF on a 1 minute chart. You cannot see that very good because it's a 1 minute chart, of course. If you hear something in the background, it's a dog, and she's sleeping and having a dream. I hope it's a good dream. So from here on out, it gets up. So this is consolidation station on a 5 minute, and then in these 1 minute candles getting above VWAP here, up, and then you trade something on price action. So when I put in trade this on price action, then you do something, then you don't trade it on the levels that I give you, but you trade it on the price action that you see during day, and you have to have a lot of screen time in order to determine if this is a good thing. But this is trading on price action, going down, up, level, going down. This is definitely level now. Consolidation station here just under this level, and that's really important that you understand what I'm doing here, because if these candles were just on this level here, so something like here on this level, and not just under the level that I drew here, which is the intraday level, if there were something hanging out here, then I would not have traded this one. But consolidation just under a level that's been formed intraday, then you will really have to watch it, and you can get into it. I got out far too soon, of course, but well, things happen. So that's something on price action. That's how you can trade price action. So if I put in price action here, that's what I mean with price action. So now we're going to do the watch list. And people are asking me, please read out the watch list before you talk about it, because we like to hear the watch list before we see it. Well, that's okay with me. I can do that. So our watch list of today, 15 items on the watch list. Low, LOWEA, WWEAHNP, Neo, OCGN, Roblox, Rides, Donkey Kong, DK and G, Cat, Fubo, F, DADA, NOVN, ADT. Good morning, blind trader. Good morning, BKM trader. You think Wish will be able to trade again today, Mark? Well, let's have a look at Wish then. So this is what I wanted for Wish yesterday. As I told you, I missed it. And I said this could happen to Wish after this big move up. So there's just, we've got something here right now. So this is just insane. And then it falls down here, but not falling down all the way back to where this crazy move began. So this is also now forming some kind of consolidation station if you want to. This whole area is. So you might be just watching this today. The Fed is going to speak today, and they speak at 2:30, I think, and then at 2 o'clock the report comes out. So if you're a beginner trader, and even I as a professional, I am not in any trade at 2 o'clock. Because you never know what they're going to say, and you never know how algorithms are going to react to the news that is coming out there. So if you're beginner trading and you are in a trade, then you don't want to, and if you're short or long in something that you like on a day, and the Fed is going to speak, then please be out of that trade. Take your profit or take your loss, because it's just too risky to stay in a trade if the Fed's going to speak. Trade just after it or before it, but get out if the Fed is going to talk about anything rather. So Wish, yeah, it's gonna be a difficult day for Wish. I think if this is again some kind of consolidation period. So this is the 50 EMA that we have here, this blue line, and what I think is that so this 1170 is the blue line for Wish, and then it had a lot of trouble yesterday getting over that 1171 2-3 times, then got over it, gave it all back. A lot of trouble again here, then finding support on the same level. So here, this is resistance. This is 1, 2, 3, 4 resistance, trying to get back over it and then pull back. So that's a fake breakout. And then 1170 here again. So it's not stupid to think that 1170 will be the level that I will be watching today. So this is 1170, and what I'm looking for is a long above 1170. If it does not get that long above 1170, then you might short it, because I think if it fails again here after a day like this, then it might just go all the way back to this level here of this low 1082 and even to this level here, which is 1050. So I'm just going to be long bias on this one, and I want to see a lot of strength in it and a lot of volume, and I want to see this ugly wick here. My mouse is fixed, but this is just me being clumsy. So I want to see something like this. So anything above 1170 will be a long for me. Please be very careful, because this thing tends to be faking out sometimes. Yeah, OP, but you are more experienced than most of than a lot of people are. So I really don't want, as a day trader, I really don't want to be in a trade when the Fed is speaking. HHK Lizard, can I ask something? Of course you can. This is open, this is free. You can ask anything. You don't have to pay me. You can pay me if you want to be a sponsor or something. But good morning, Adrian. From the UK. Yeah. DADA, good morning. I like that name, DADA. Does it mean something, or you want to look at BBIG? Adrian? Yeah. Brilliant. So what you're hoping for on a chart like this is something like this. No, you don't hope for this. What you're fearing for, I'm sorry, is something like this. This is happening, and then it just fell opened here with this big gap down. So I really don't know. So this is a gap from there to there. So this is here, this is the close here on that day, and this is the opening of that day. So this is a gap, 350, 374. And stocks always want to close their gaps. I don't know why that is, but I do know why that is. But it's just something that can happen. And if it does, then you will go back all the way to 350. So what you want to see here is that this 390 has to, this has to hold, and then this is 350. I don't know if this one is shortable, to be honest, but if it is, then you can short this to 350. I think it might be hard to borrow. So you need a level here at 390 and then go up again all the way to this next resistance here for 29. That's a 40-cent win on day trade. That's on a $4 stock, so that's okay. And then might just even go to this 462, but 390 has to hold for me. You want to ask about lots and AEMD. Let's just do that because you were so polite to ask me. There's not a lot to like about this move here. Not at all. So the trend is your friend. Everybody who is watching any show will hear that sooner or later. And well, this is not your friend, is it? And my drawing skills are also not my friend. Somebody asked me yesterday, or no, last week, well, are you really a professional? Your drawings are so bad. But well, normally, look, I don't draw these things if I'm looking at a chart normally, because I just want to clarify something. And when I look at a chart, I see right when I look at it that this is just not a good sign for any chart. Is it? No, it is not. No, it isn't. So if you want to play this one at all, then you should just be aware that this might just be the triangle that will give you something. It's not exact science here, because it never is, and you can easily draw this one. So on lots here, this 560 really needs to hold, because if this 560 does not hold, then you're in a lot of trouble, because then you're going all the way down to 5-ish. So this 560 has to hold, and then if you want to see this one, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 down days. I would surely look at this on a day frame, because that's more accurate. And then here is your first resistance, here is your second resistance, and this is your trend line, which is resistance. So I would only be long in this one above 586. So 560 is your support line, and 586 to the long side. And then if it breaks that, then you can do something like this, because then there's the first reversal here. So the trend is not your friend here, and what you're looking for is something to make here a new higher low, and then trade this to the upside, and then you can trade this one all the way to 650. So, but this has to happen. 586 has to break in order to be this one along. And then what's going on here? Spectacular drawing, I think. Wow. Well, same story. Trend is not your friend here. It tries to bounce here on this 9 EMA level, and if it does, then 524 will be your level. And that's really support for this one, 524. And then you want to see some strength in this one. So to the upsides, I think that 563 should break on AEMD. Meet Kemi. Hey Kemi, good morning from Scotland. Good morning from Amsterdam. DNG is on the watch list. Mark, D key and J, D key and G Donkey Kong. I call it Donkey Kong. That's just stupid. I won't do that anymore. It's DraftKings. I know that. WWR. I'm going to do WWR, and then we're going to do my big old watch list, because WWR is look at this. Look at this. Look at this. We analyzed it a lot of times. So this is just wild. This just wild thing. A concert of strings here. Brilliant. So we looked at this one for more than once, and it had a nice day yesterday. Not. Tries to get this stay at this support here. So let's say 441. If it falls down this one and it falls down this yellow line, which is 20 moving average, and then it just can go all the way back to where it once belongs. So I want to see some strength in this one, and then 440 will be my. This has to be support, otherwise I don't want to go into this one. So just support on 441. And then, of course, here is your other level, 456 to the upside. You're welcome, HHK Lizard. Okay, we're gonna do the big old watch list. And are we back? We are back here. I'm sorry about that. That's just a little bit earlier than I thought it was. I thought it would take a little longer. So we're gonna do the watch list now. 15 items on the watch list. And let's start with low. Low is a stock of $188. And it catched my eye because what happened here yesterday. So this 186.39-ish. This is a level that you want to see today as support because of this day here, of course, but also because of these days here. So support is 186.39 to trade it to the upside, and the upside is here 119.18 for watch. But support 186.39 is key, I think. Then EA. Well, this is almost a double top here. This is what it did yesterday. And it's interesting because of this dip, of course, but also because of this 144.25 level that we've got here and 143.12. And here then this level is 147.29. And then, of course, if you want to see strength in this one, then 148.92 is also a level. So 1, 2, 3, 4 levels, then you can trade this one from. And if it has a volatile day like it had yesterday, then why not? I'm just looking now if there's something going on that I'm missing here. Okay. I thought I saw a pussycat. This is a WWE, and not had the best of days yesterday. And this is also a gap here. 58.28 are the tops here in this area. And tried to break this 9 EMA yesterday. So you want to look at this low here, of course. Because if it gets under this here, this is not something that you want to see, because if you're a long player like I am, then just might cap down here. So a little bit more accurate. 60, let's put in 60 as support level. So I wanted to see 60 as support, and then this is 61, which is this green line here, which is the 9 EMA. Boom. 2 levels, and if it's under the 60, then it can go all the way back in filling this gap here to 58.26. NEO. Trying to this is NEO, and well, NEO is just NEO, is it? Oops. This happened in the last 40 minutes to NEO. So this is opening price, pre-market open, fell down in this first minute, second minute, and now really tries to stabilize. And it stabilizes around this level here. And this level here is on a daily, the 9 EMA. So 43.65 has to hold for NEO in order to trade this one. $43.65, and if it does not hold that one, then I think this big move up here on this day just could be the next level. So if it bounces here, then there's a good chance that we'll get up again, but has a long day ahead, so you can just also maybe expect this one to go down all the way to 42.75. So you have to watch this one in pre-market, and maybe this level that I drew here is not applicable when markets open. But I'm going to tell you about NEO again at 7:30 Eastern time. That's 1:30 Amsterdam time. Talking about NEO again, if this level's holding now, and to the upside, this is your first. Moment of resistance here, but VWAP will be here somewhere. So VWAP will be your resistance if you're trading this one to the upside, and then if you do, then maybe can go back up here. Let's first look at 43.65, but keep this one on watch during pre-market, because levels may change, as you all know. So, jongens, that's Dutch. OCGN. What to think about OCGN? What to think about this? So this is a big gap, and you want this gap to be filled to the upside, of course, but this is just terrible. This is just terrible. I'm telling you this more than once, and I'm going to tell you this again. If there are no levels, then please, price action is your game here. I'm not gonna call any levels on OCGN, because if there are no levels, then there are no levels. HNP. Not a lot of volume on this one. But so be very careful if you trade something like this. You really need your levels in order to trade this, and normally with these big moves, I be very careful to trade this, but so it might just hang out here on this level and then fall down in the next couple of days. But if it's not, if this one can get up again here all the way to 1620, then it just might be something that you want to play. This now stupid spread. So don't trade this in pre-market, but you know that. So this is this is a stock with not a lot of volume here. Only 90,000 traded, 100,000 traded yesterday. So if you're trading something like this, then you are have to be very patient. But sometimes I will trade a stock like HNP just because it's just a nice grind upwards then, and this is just stupidness. I can see that now. So be very careful if you do want to get involved here. Roblox, that's a different ball game. So this is 50 EMA. What's going on here, and this is looks like to be a double bottom if it's gonna touch this 82.25 ish. So you need 82.25 to be supports. All the way here, because if it's not, then you're in a lot of trouble to the downside. And made a nice move up, no volume. So this is now your pre-market high, and now down and no volume left at all. It had no volume to begin with, but there are no volume at all. So what you want to see here is, if you want a breakout trader, what I want to see, I'm a reversal long player. So the thing that I want to see is something like, sorry. Something like this. Falls down here all the way to this point here, 82.25. So this gets some kind of a support here. It might just fall down to this level here, 82.58, because that's the opening level. So either to this one or to this one. If it's just staying at this one, then you can use it. If it's staying at this 82.58, then you can use this 82.25 as your stop loss. So that would be ideal if this would be the level that it's falling back on, and be some kind of support. And what you want to see then is that this next candle, this minute candle, makes a higher low and a higher high. If that's in one candle, then it's perfect. If you're certain that this will be the play that you want to be in, and you can also just put a limit order here. So if it hits that limit order, then you go all the way up. Just breaking down right now as we speak on a 1 minute chart. So it's doing exactly what I want to see when markets open, and then hit one of these levels, so this level or this level, and then trade it back to the upside. So that's one way to play this one. And if you want to play it to the upside, then you want to see a breakout here. What I find nice to see, if it's just hitting this level, so hitting this resistance, and then gets above it. And an ideal play will be, so it gets above it, and then it turns this resistance into support on this candle. Then you are really sure that when resistance is turning into support, then you can be more confident in the play, have more confidence in the play, and then play this one all the way to 90-ish. So it's really close already to these levels. So just keep an eye on these, and if this high here changes a little bit, then you can adjust this. So this is pre-market high breakout play, or a long reversal play. Benjamin, good morning. Is gold going to decline? I don't know. I will ask Joel Elkonin if it is. So this is right. These are levels that I'm not sure where they're from. Maybe they were intraday levels, but right, getting up here, down, getting up here, down. And this is some sign of strength. What's going on right here now? Some sign of strength, but not a whole lot. But if you look at this, then you can see that you want to play this one above 990. So this 990 has to hold, and otherwise you can go back all the way to 924. Because of this one. This is messy, huh? Not a soccer player, but so, and to the upside, you want to see something breaking out in this area, 1032. But keep an eye on what's going on in pre-market the coming hours, because it just might change on a large down. It can be a volatile stock. Then DraftKings. Look what we said about DraftKings. If it gets under this, then you can play it. But when it does this, then there is no way of getting in here. So I did not get in here. Yesterday I looked at it, but had no confidence in playing such a thing. So this is now a gap. And you want to see strength in this one. I want to see strength in this one. So I want to see this one above 49 for the gap fill. And it's 50-51-ish. Is it? 50-41. So only going to play this one if there's strength in this one. So above 49, 04, 05, and then 50-41. Now you can play these kind of plays in two ways. If you are aggressive and volume comes in and it breaks this high here at 48.71, then you can say, okay, I'm going to go in here, right here at this point here. You have to have some experience. You have to see a lot of volume. You have to know how to read your tape in order to do that. So you're buying this here, 48.71, and then in the hope that it gets above this 49.04 and for the break. So the break is not happening yet, but you're anticipating it and have a little head start here. But so that's the aggressive way of doing that, and the conservative way is that you just put in your order around here, around 49.09. So you're giving away 6 cents right away. But because there's a lot of room to 50.41, you can do it on a case like this. And so that's just what kind of day trader you are, or what day trader you want to be. You can play this on both ways. So we talked about this yesterday. What's happening? What everybody sees this 49.03 that I drew here. I am not the only one looking at this. Algorithms are looking at this. Everybody is looking at this 49.03. DraftKings is a popular stock, so everybody's looking at this. So when it gets here, there are two possibilities. People going short and people going long. People going long, like I am, thinking, okay, it's going to be a breakout above this, and it's going to be a gap fill. And there are a lot of people like me. There are also a lot of people who think, okay, this is it. I'm going short here. This one does not break. And I'm going short because there's a lot of room to the downside also. And then there are people who bought it here at this point here where we are now, 48.20, and they see this 49 also as a level, and they're gonna sell it here. So this is just a bear and bull fight that's going on here. And what you can do if you are you can watch Twitter, you can go on Discord or other platforms, or you can go to other channels, and if they talk about D, K, and G, and they say, okay, I'm going to short this one in 49.03, then you know that's something that if it gets above this level to a certain point here, then they have to sell at a certain point. And if you short here at 49.03, then I think most players would have a 20 or 25 cent stop. So if it gets above 18, then a lot of selling is going on. And then you really have to watch your level 2, what's going on there, in order to play the short squeeze, because that's how a short squeeze works. It has to, you have to see a lot of volume coming in. So it's never a slow thing. And you can set your order just here at 49.20 or something, 49.23, and then you have still a lot of room to 50.41. So very curious how D, K, and G will be played today. I'm only interested in the long side and not in what's going on here to the downside. If it's going down any further than that, I'm just not going to play this one. Ubo. I'm gonna do some tickers in a few minutes. I'm almost ready with my watch list. So this is Fubo. Oh, not a lot going on here, and but Spencer. This is, if you see it like this, it's just a nice move up here. And broke its 9 EMA here for the first time since a while. So if you are long, then you want to see this 27.93 breaking, and otherwise it's a short. And if it gets above this 27.93, then it's a long for me. So I'm looking for a long here. After breaking this, then this is a downtrend, what's going on here right now. So this is a lower high, this is a lower high, and this is a lower high as it stands now. And these are all lower lows, so that's not a good sign normally. So only want to play this one if it gets above its 27.93 level and get some action going on. Ford. Down, 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 down. But this is up, 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 up. So it still can be long bias on this one, but I really want to see this 9 EMA breaking also to the upside. So only interested in this one to the upside, and that level is 15.06-ish. So I'm going long here to the upside, hoping that something like this will happen. Caterpillar. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 days to the downside, and then here this is your first higher low here, no higher high yet. It's a bigger stock, so 22,180 has to break to the upside, and then there's a lot of room to the upside. Can move $5 a day, so only interested in this also if it breaks this 2288, so no reason to be short in this for me, but I want to be long in this and see if it can get all the way back to this 22.7. So I am playing for this move. DADA. This is DADA. And this was DADA's day yesterday, and DADA did not have a very good day. So don't want to see this one go down any further than this 28. Hey, mouse, you are so nice to me all morning. 28.50. And then 29.96 is the other level here. NOVN. Look at this. This is where we played NOVN. Feels like a million years ago. So will it or will it not? These weeks are not looking too good to me. So it's going to be something that this is 1505. Is it correct? Yeah. And this is 1507. It's just enough double bottom for me. So 1506 has to hold to the upside, and then to the upside. And if it does not hold it, it can go all the way back to wherever you want it. But I want to play this one to the upsides. If it holds 1505. And then ADT just slowly moving up, not a big mover normally, but also something, not really, well, not, yeah, well. You cannot get any closer than this, I think. So 1139, that's not going to happen. I'm going to tell you right now. 1139 has to hold, and otherwise 1129 is a level for you. My watch list of today. Let's look at some tickers. Tickers. Also struggling with this one can move $11 on a day. This clearly seems to be some kind of line in the sand here. This 154.65-ish area. gets all the way back here to this 154.65 area, then you just might get the bounce somewhere during the day. So that's a long way from home, so I don't think that we'll get there, but it can move a lot on a day. So then to the upside, this is interesting to me, 163.22. 163.22 is some kind of a level because that's very close also to opening pre-market, and then your other level here is at 1, 2, 3, 3.5 times 164.05. And 65. Oh, yeah. Cloth. Again, cloth. BKM traded cloth. Hey, Sam. Well, if you see this big moves, then trade on price action. In general. So normally when I see this happening on any time frame here, so got up, fell down, and now it's just staying here. And then what I'm thinking is that something like this will happen. Why are you so stupid? I'm talking to myself. This is something that, well, maybe not a big move like this, but something like this will happen, I think, in the next few days. If this 13.58.48 level cracks, falling down here, and then it's building on this level, that's how we call that, and wants to fill this gap all the way back to 12.02, I think. So something like this will happen today, tomorrow, or the day after, if it falls through that level of 12.48-ish. 5 a.m. swooped. Yeah, 5 a.m. It's 5 a.m. Eastern time, guys. Just over 5 a.m. Eastern time. It's 11 o'clock in Amsterdam. Danielle, do I have any thoughts? Any thoughts at all on Cat B? Well, you can see how I'm doing on Cat B. If you see something like this on one of my charts, that's because I'm just practicing something. I'm still learning every day. And I got in here thinking that it would go up, but it did not. So what you see here is my training account, of course. But it is an interesting one because of this big move here yesterday, and well, yesterday in post-market, which was yesterday. Yeah. So it's very close to its 200 SME here now. And this will be a big level, 317. Can be a big level, can be very big resistance here. And what you want to see, of course, is that this is going to be a second day runner. So you want something like this to happen here. And the $100,000 question now is, where do you get in? Well, I would get in above 316. It's now at 282, so you're giving away a lot of money. That's just the kind of player that I am, because I want to see some strength on a daily. I want to see that this wants to be the second day runner. So I want to see that this 316 is really taken out. I'm gonna put this one on my watch list, and I'm gonna put this one on my watch list, and then we're gonna see what's going to happen during the rest of pre-markets. Benjamin, really, that's great. Thank you for that. Is that your real name, or is this just your parents having a great sense of humor? If your last name is Yamin and your first name is Ben, you are the youngest in your family, I think. So these are levels that I drew in before. This is just something that looks to be going up and then got all the way here and gave it all back. On small stocks like these, you can play these from any level. So there are people who say these are lottery tickets, but they are not, because they also have levels. They also have patterns. Look at this. Real nice pattern now, really nice on its 9 EMA. A little bit overextended. The one thing that you have to look out for if you're playing these smaller stocks, if they get down to all the way to 290, they don't bounce as well as other stocks do. They might, but it's not. With big stocks, eventually they're gonna bounce or just gonna stay at a level, or going down any further. There are three possibilities, but these smaller stocks don't tend to bounce, let me say it like that, and don't tend to bounce very good. So if you want to play stocks like these, then you have to play them on strength. And what you want to see here right now is that these highs here, this 300, it has to stay above this 301 level here. So this 290 is very interesting, but if it gets down to this 290, I'm not interested in it. So anything above 301 is good, and then your next levels are 309, 325, and then maybe all the way to the top 340. Oh, it's not your real name. Is anybody on here with its real name? Except for me. OP. Is that your real name? I'm really called Bosch. You can look me up on my LinkedIn profile, Eric Bosch. No secrets here. Played this one also. Practicing. I'm still practicing, guys. Still practicing patterns and those kinds of things. Also, a real small stock with this is just very weak. So you're playing against the trend here. So this is, and the trend has to be your friend. And certainly on these small ones, because It's not a lottery ticket. They are holding levels, really, they do. But this is a difficult one. You want to see strength in this, because if there's no strength in this one, then don't play it. If it gets under this $2, which is also a psychological mark, then don't play it. If what you want to see in something like this, there's no volume whatsoever now in pre-market. We really want to see price action like this in stocks like these. Otherwise, don't play them. So this is what you want to see. Stays above $2 and then getting up. If it goes under this $2, then I'm not gonna play this. Good morning, Mandy Perry. Good morning, Gigi Schumann from South Africa. Schumann must be your real name, because that's a Dutch name and you're from South Africa, and there is a link, as you know. Good morning, Mandy Perry. It looks like a real name too, doesn't it? Yeah, Schumann. Okay, Schumann we call it here. Okay, guys, it's 15 minutes past 5 Eastern time. It's 15 minutes past 11 in Amsterdam, and I have an announcement to make. I have an announcement to make. I have an announcement to make. Tomorrow, I'm off. I have a day off tomorrow. It's gonna be 35 degrees here in Amsterdam. That's not the reason that I have a day off, but I have a day off. Finally, after 4 months being live every day here. So tomorrow there is no show, no early bird show. I'll be back on Friday, of course, and then I'll be back all summer long. But tomorrow I have a day off, so no show tomorrow. There will be a show this afternoon. If you want to see that, then please follow me on Twitter. The Twitter handle is below this channel. So click there, follow me on Twitter, and there will be a show at 7:30 Eastern time, which is 1:30 Amsterdam time. Be sure that you check that out if you want to see what's going on with the stocks that we discussed today. And if anything changed or something like that, then I will be sure that I talk about that. So no show tomorrow, but there will be a show on Friday, and there will be an afternoon show, 1:30 show, which is 7:30 Eastern time in the States. Be sure that you watch that one, and if not, happy trading day, and see you guys on Friday. Be careful.